Hello and welcome. Today I'll be demonstrating the new Revit extension called Project Sweeper by PKH Lineworks. Purpose of this extension is to fill in some of the gaps left by Revit's Purge Unused command and also to provide additional options to help clean project files. Project Sweeper is a collection of tools that allow a user to quickly and accurately remove the following clutter from Revit projects: line styles, line patterns, text styles, fill region types, and fill patterns. Project Sweeper goes beyond just checking for unused styles and patterns, however. It allows the user to convert from one style or pattern to another, delete all the elements using a style or pattern, and to preview all the views and elements that are using a style or pattern before you remove it, so you're only removing the stuff you actually want to remove. So here we have my sample project, and I've brought up the Project Sweeper box of tools here, and you can see there's a different command for each of the types we want to be able to access. Each of these commands works in 3 different modes. There's all mode, multiple mode, and single mode. I'll go through quickly and show them. All mode, if you just run the line style or other command, this is the default mode it goes into. Here we see all the line styles currently in our project and the options to switch them, which we'll go into in a minute. Multiple mode is if you want to convert just a few line styles or a few text styles to another type and you don't want to see all the other ones. I can select a few of the lines I want to switch, activate the command again like I did before. But now you'll see everything else except lines has been filtered out from our selection, and only those styles of the lines we've selected are being shown in the main view here as options to be changed. And of course, single mode, if I just pick a single line and activate the command again like I did the first 2 times, you'll see a different interface. Up at the top it shows the current style we are editing, and then down below is a list of all the other styles in the command. This says double click options to really expedite changes quickly. So now I'll step through and show the 2 different interfaces, more detail on what each has to offer. So I'll start up the line style command in all mode just by clicking the button without anything selected, and the interface pops up and starts showing you what's possible. As I said, these are all the line styles currently in our project. If you want to remove a line style, you just merely select the checkbox next to it, and you'll see the combo box on the right side of the style name is switched to another style. This is telling me that it's going to convert all parking lines to thin lines. If I want to switch the style I'm going to change to, I can bring up the combo box, selected the new style, or at the very top there's always the delete lines options. Any lines using a parking line will be deleted out of the project completely and removed. Why did it switch to thin lines? Well, that's a default line style we use. If I click on a name, you can see here there is set as default line style, which means sidewalks is now my default line style, and this grays out the checkbox so I can't delete the style. But now any style I want to remove will automatically be switched to sidewalks. So this is a great way to rapidly set a bunch of lines to a certain type. Also in the right click options are the system line styles. If I want to switch OT leaders, my selected style to wide lines, I can just pick out wide lines here, and you'll see now that checkbox isn't checked, so this is just going to convert OT leaders to wide lines, but OT leader style will still exist in the project if I don't want to remove it. This is of course always an option here. Down below we have our filter box. If I want to filter out extraneous line types that have been imported from a CAD file or something, such as all these OB layers, by typing in here and typing OB dash, you'll see all the OB layer line styles are now filtered, and only those are options. That's not to say all the other things we've set have been deleted. This filter box works with the Purge Unused and Delete All. If I want to delete all the OB lines, line styles now, I can just hit Delete All. Or if I want to purge just ones that aren't being used in the project, I can hit Purged. I'll just go Delete All now for this. And if I clear the filter box, you'll see not only are the OB lines selected, but our current lines here have retained their settings. This is so the filter box will just narrow the view for you and give you just what you want. Another information we have here, so if I select a line style and click the list views buttons down here, we get a preview window that pops up. Currently no lines are using this, and you can tell that by down here actually, which is a good point. Down below here we have some information about the line style, including how many model lines and detail lines are currently using that style. Since we don't have any using the leader's style, nothing is there. So I'll select the different ones, say wide lines, say I want to affect changes to these, and hit list views. All these views in our Revit project are currently using the wide line style. And I can actually switch between these views by selecting here and previewing each of the views in the side panel here. This will give you an idea of what views are using that line style and whether or not you want to get rid of them. Alright, and you'll see there's also some other unchecked or grayed out checkboxes here that can't be done. These are system styles. They cannot be deleted from a project. They're hard-coded into Revit, so you can't remove them. Right now I want to just highlight the single mode that's available to you. If I bring that up, like I said before, it's a different interface. It shows all the styles that you want to convert just a single line style to. Down here is they delete the source style if you want it removed from the project. The list views, the filter box again. And I've also tied these into the right click and left click menu. So if I right click on here, you'll see that delete source style is unchecked. But if I left click, it rechecks. And this is also combined with the double click. If I right double click, it will uncheck delete source style and select that one like I've hit the OK button. So just so you can get in and out of the command and affect the changes as quickly as possible. Of course, delete the lines is available as an option, and this will delete all the line styles using that. Let's just select that and then move to delete source style. And now you'll see a little results window pops up, tells you what style was deleted, how many lines were removed from the project, and whether that style was removed. So just a few last notes I want to add in about the functionality here. The line patterns command actually has a different interface than the rest, and this is to highlight the fact that the line pattern cleaner cannot check to see if line styles are currently using a particular pattern. So you have to be aware of whether or not these patterns are being used before you delete them. If you delete a line pattern that is being used by a line style, that line style will be automatically converted to the continuous line pattern style, which is another hard-coded pattern inside Revit. Just want to point that out so that everybody's aware of it, and it's also why the UI for this particular command is different from the rest. Another thing, groups. Currently the groups aren't supported very well, so we have to ungroup a group if you want to change a line style inside that group from one style to another. You'll be prompted to do that if any groups are found to have that line style. If you decide not to ungroup it, the command will continue on changing the other lines that are not in the groups, but then the line style will not be removed from the project if you had previously selected to do that. Also, these commands don't currently work in the family documents. We'll be working on that for the future. This works on all flavors of Revit 2016 only. It's not available to versions of Revit before that. It'll be for sale at the Autodesk Apps Exchange. Links will be posted soon. Or you can see us at www.pkhlineworks.ca for more information. Thanks for listening.